What if I told you there's a credit union that gives you access to $30,000 credit cards, $30,000 personal loans, and even up to $2 million in business lines of credit? Yes, this credit union is 100% real. And here's the kicker. No hard inquiry just to see if you qualify. No state residency requirements. No federal employment necessary. And yes, even if your credit is far from perfect. Entry level to any of their credit products is going to be a 620 FICO score, and they only pull from Experian. This credit union flies so far under the radar, it almost feels illegal. And yet, anyone watching this can join. So let me show you how to get in and exactly what to do once you're inside. I'm gonna break this video down into 4 very important parts that you do not want to miss. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, part number 1, the secret entry strategy. Before you apply for anything, I want you to slow down because people are getting massive approvals here when they're following a playbook. And here's the exact steps you need to take first before doing anything. Step 1, open both a checking and savings account. It doesn't matter if you only put $10 in each. It's about the relationship and opening the accounts and getting them started. And step 2, set up a direct deposit. Even if it's just $25 from every paycheck, they track activity. Even tiny deposits show consistency. Now, step 3 is one of the most vital and important parts. You want to take out a secured loan. Now, a secured loan is not the same as a personal loan. A secured loan is also not a credit card. You want to ask for a 24-month term at minimum. If you want to stretch it out even longer, that's fine also. Now, you want to pay attention to this because right here is the secret sauce that most people actually miss. Once you set up the secured loan, you do not want to put it on auto payment. You want to make the first payments until it hits your credit reports and it shows up on your credit files. So once it hits your credit reports, then you're gonna pay off 80 to 90% of it immediately and leave the other 20% on auto payment for the remaining term of the loan of the 24 months. That move alone builds payment history, lowers your debt to income ratio, and makes you look bulletproof to underwriters. And while you can apply for credit products after 91 days of doing all of this, the real magic happens if you wait 6 to 8 months. Because that's the huge difference between a $5,000 approval and a $30,000 approval. The longer you wait, the longer you build up the relationship, the higher of the approval you're going to get. Now, once the relationship is in place, let me show you the credit cards that made me do a double take, to be honest with you. Moving on to part number 2, they're awesome products. Credit cards that honestly feel illegal in my opinion. This credit union doesn't just hand out basic cards. They offer personal credit cards up to $30,000 with benefits that honestly are wild. And these benefits are a huge reason why I'm a huge proponent for credit union credit cards and just credit unions period, because their credit cards come with no annual fees, no balance transfer fees, they only pull from Experian, and get this, no hard inquiry to check to see if you qualify for any of their credit cards. That's right, you can pre-qualify with no damage to your score, and if you follow the relationship building steps I just gave you, you're not applying as a stranger, you're applying as a trusted member, and that's how you walk away with life-changing limits. It's truly just that simple. But let's say you don't need a credit card. You need cash, real money you can use however you want. So let's talk personal funding. Now let's move on to part number 3. This place offers personal loans up to $30,000 with terms as long as 84 months. That's 7 years of flexible payments. That's pretty insane if you ask me. So if you need to consolidate high interest credit cards, fund a home project, or just breathe easier during a tough season, to be honest with you, this loan is your lifeline. But it doesn't stop there, because they also offer personal lines of credit up to $30,000. Now, we just covered the personal loan. This is a personal line of credit, which is completely different. So think of it like a financial safety net you can tap whenever you need. And yep, it's the same deal. Experian-only, soft pull pre-approvals, and just a 620 credit score. It feels like a glitch in the credit system, to be honest with you. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Kenneth. Kenneth's credit score went up 282 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. And Arthur's credit score went up 670 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget Destiny. Destiny's credit score went up 264 points after just one round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. And if you're a business owner or even thinking about becoming one, this next part will blow your mind. Now we're moving on to part number 4, business credit that hits different. Now there are restrictions to specific areas, so just be aware of that. But if you're in these areas, this is going to be super helpful to you and your business. So for those of you who are in Virginia, Maryland, or DC, this credit union unlocks next level business funding because we're talking about business credit cards up to $50,000. And then one of my favorite things, their business lines of credit all the way up to $2 million. Yes, I said million, $2 million. That's insane. Yes, million with an M. These aren't your average fintech startup limits. These are scale your business, hire staff, buy inventory type limits. And because it's a credit union, it's not a big bank. Rates are going to be lower, terms are friendlier, and approvals are based on relationship, not just algorithms, which is why doing that early groundwork, checking account, savings, secure loan, sets you up for success, not just on the personal side, but also on the business side. So at this point, you're probably wondering, who the hell is this credit union? All right, let's go ahead and pull the curtain back for you. Last part's the most important. The credit union behind all of this is called NASA Federal Credit Union. And no, you don't need to work for NASA. You don't even need to live near a NASA base because they have open membership through nonprofit partners you can join for free or with a tiny donation. That means anyone watching this video can get in. And once you're in, you've got access to some of the most generous, low barrier credit products in the country. So let's recap what's on the table and why you should honestly join. Because they have credit cards up to $30,000 and exactly 3 of them. Personal loans up to $30,000. Personal lines of credit up to $30,000. Business funding up to $2 million. Yes, M, million with the M, okay? No annual or transfer fees, only pools from Experian, no hard inquiry to check if you're eligible for any of their credit products, 620 FICO score friendly, and completely legal and open to the public. But here's the truth. Opportunities like this don't stay low-key forever. As more people find out, requirements get tighter, limits drop, and loopholes close. So if you've ever felt locked out of big credit, this is your chance to walk through the front door. So if you ignore this, you'll stay stuck with $500 limit starter cards, denials, and hard pulls that tank your score. Meanwhile, the people who move now will be sitting on 5-figure limits, no fee cards, and business credit that changes everything. So don't wait for the window to close. Make sure that you smash that like button if you found this helpful and drop a comment if you want a full walkthrough of the secured loan strategy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one with NASA Federal Credit Union that is bad credit friendly and no hard inquiry to see if you pre-qualify for any of their credit products. Now make sure that you watch this next video if you need to improve your credit score using this AI technology. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.